Hello, I'm Todd Cotta. This is Jason, you can call him Thunder, and this is King's Gun Center TV. Well, today we got a special edition of King's Gun Center TV because we got some Smith & Wesson guns here. But before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about one of our friends of the store, Anthony Miranda. Anthony Miranda has the Arms Scholar channel. I'll have a link below here to his website. But if you're curious about laws all over the country, but especially in California, he's an attorney that is specializing in California law and the things that are coming up very quickly.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens this next week when it comes to California's laws regarding magazines and AR-15s.
Oh, yeah.
So tune in to the Arms Scholar. You will not regret it if you care anything about laws across this country and in California. But what we're here to talk about today is this gun right here. It's the brand new Smith & Wesson Equalizer 9mm. It is not a new gun to Smith & Wesson.
No.
Because last year they introduced the M&P EZ 9mm. So with these two guns, they are very, very similar, except I'll put a picture up on the screen right now showing the differences between these two guns, because when you look at the basic gun, they're the same, but the slides, they've really done a big job on the Equalizer.
Oh, yeah.
The two things they have in common is the slide.
Yeah.
A lot of people complain that guns are hard to rack, especially smaller people, younger people, and ladies.
Yep. And then don't forget the people with arthritis.
Arthritis and all those kinds of things, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they've made this gun to where you could literally, we have the gun unloaded here, you can literally, with one finger, just rack this gun. Mm-hmm. And they don't have a trigger safety with the thing, but they do have a palm swell safety, and that's what these two guns have in common. Now we have three guns up here right now. And the reason why we have three guns up here right now is this is the original SD9VE. Back in the early 90s, it was called the Sigma.
Yeah.
Remember that gun?
I do.
That gun cost a lot of money to Smith & Wesson because it was a knockoff of
Glock.
Glock.
Yeah.
And with the Sigma, I remember that one because I was a pretty good shot when I was a deputy sheriff back in the day, and you know, front sight and all those things. But I shot a Sigma in a video, and I shot 5 rounds back to back, and none of the rounds hit in the same place.
Yeah, it's just all over the board.
All over the board. It's like you cannot be accurate with that gun.
Yeah.
So then they improved it one level up, and they made the SD9VE, the Sigma 2.0.
Yeah.
This gun's been around for a very long time now. It is their base model gun. It runs around $499, $450, depending on who you're buying it from.
Yeah, give or take.
This gun recently fell off the California roster, so we can't even sell them anymore.
Oh, wow.
But it's old technology. It's got a squishy trigger. So it's great that Smith & Wesson is coming out with the next generation of guns.
Well, one thing for sure is time and evolution is really starting to show, especially now.
Yes.
We'll get to that here in a minute.
Things are happening very quickly in the gun industry. Are they going to phase this gun out?
Eventually.
They would have to.
Yeah.
And now that it's off the roster, there's not a real reason for them to do that, making this their entry-level gun.
Yeah.
Now, if we take this one off the board, this one is a standard striker fire, been around for years and years and years and years and years. But if we take this one off the board, we're left with these two right here.
Yep.
These two guns are identical when it comes to the engineering, right? When it comes to the internal workings. The inside of the guns is where it's different because people automatically assume these are striker fires.
Yeah, when I first started messing with them, the first thing I thought was, oh, cool, another striker fire.
But they're not.
No.
When you take these apart, and we'll show you some pictures of the inside of the slide, there's a huge cavity back here in the back of the slide. Mm-hmm. And that's where the hammer works. So the hammer is all internal here on the back portion of the slide inside. And it's a really interesting looking flat hammer. And then there is a firing pin that's real short. It's right here. And that's how this mechanism works. So this is a hammer fire that looks like a striker fire, but it has a whole lot of different features. First of all, it's very easy to break down.
Yeah.
It's very easy to rack. They made it a very competent gun here.
Easy user use.
Yep. Now, what's nice about this gun here, the new Equalizer, it comes with a 10, 13, and 15 round mag.
Yeah.
So it got lots of capacity for this one here. So you can do the same mags in this one here, except when you look at the mags, they're different. So the EZ is, take a look at these two here. You can see they're different mags for these two different guns. So the differences in these two guns are their capacity. So this is your standard 8-round mag for your EZ, but now you can go up to 15 with a double stack on the Equalizer.
Oh yeah.
So you can see the difference in these two mags. And plus this one here has the spring cheater.
Another easy use for know, people with difficulties.
Yep. So that's the big difference in these two is the magazines right here. What else we can see different? With the EZ, you have the standard serrations on the side of the gun and nothing really on the front, just a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
When you go to the Equalizer, this is more of a big step up. It's not just a little step up, because what they've done is they've completely changed the slide with these massive cuts. And aesthetically, much better looking cuts on this than on this one here. This is your traditional, this is more of the tactical style. But make no mistake, these are base level home protection guns.
Oh yeah.
Their M&P line has really taken a big step with the new metal, with their 2.0s, their new trigger systems. If you're looking for a precision gun and a tactical gun, you might say.
Yeah.
Then you have the M&P line. This is a level down home protection gun that anybody can use.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes perfect sense. I had a buddy of mine who lives in another state, and he's already shot the Equalizer, and he was just more dumbfounded by shooting this gun and realizing that, you know, how we said it's not a striker fire gun, because when he picked it up at first, he thought it was a striker fire gun as well. And then of course I start looking more into it, and how you just explained everything with the hammers and all that stuff. This is really the next step in evolution on guns it might take.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a gun for precision shooting and you're looking for a gun to be cool, then the M&P line of their top line guns are where to go.
Yep.
But if you're looking for a great, solid home protection gun, I think there's not a better option in Smith & Wesson and in many other ones as this Equalizer or even the EZ.
Yep.
Just with the Equalizer, you get better magazine capacity.
Oh yeah.
Right? So we're looking at these two guns, comparing inside and outside. Another big difference is you have a loaded chamber indicator. We'll put it up there on the screen for you right now. A loaded chamber indicator right here. You don't have that on the Equalizer.
No.
But you do have it on the EZ. And you cannot put an RMR on an EZ because of the loaded chamber indicator.
Yep. We're on the Equalizer.
Right there. We got the RMR cut right here, ready to go.
Yep.
Comes with all the plates, all those things you need to do. Another big difference between these two guns is the rear sight. You have a standard graduated rear sight on this one, and on the EZ. On the Equalizer, it's a square, so you can put it on your belt and rack it if you need to. You cannot do that with this one, but this one here has that next tactical edge. But you're not going to get the same trigger response. You're not going to get the same feel as a full-size M&P with this gun.
No.
But you're also spending another $100, $150 less for this gun versus an M&P.
Oh yeah.
So it's all in a graduated range. If you're looking for a really cool high-end gun, great. M&P, go for it.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a great home protection gun, this is probably a better option. What I'd like to do is go in and check recoil, check the trigger reset, and see how this feels, the palm safety feels when you're shooting, if you can feel it at all.
Yep.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Why don't we head to the range?
Let's go. All right, 9mm Equalizer, target number 1. Let's do this. Nice and smooth. I like it. I like it a lot.
All right, here we go. This is my first time shooting the Equalizer 9mm. Be target number 2. Now, Jason was just telling me that finding the reset was a little difficult in this gun. In some dry practice, I figured that out too, but let's see if I can make it work now. Oh, interesting. Misfeed. I had a point where I couldn't shoot about the 5th round. I had to check the slide real quick, and then I had a misfeed at about the 8th round. But I was working on trigger reset as best I could, and then it was just a dead trigger. I don't know if it was my trigger or my wrist. I don't know what happened, but I had 2 times where it failed on me, and I don't know why. Other than that, though, once you get used to the trigger reset on this gun, it's a pretty smooth trigger. It's smooth. It doesn't grind, has no scratchy feel to it. It's just smooth. It's just you don't get that defined trigger reset you would get in a Glock or the new M&Ps. And I didn't feel the palm safety at all while I was shooting it. It was just natural. And it seemed to be pretty good. Let's walk up to the target here real quick. I slowed it down quite a bit, and I found myself creeping a little bit to the left. You shot a lot faster, but you kept everything inside the plate. I don't know how much better you can get with that, but there you go. That's us shooting the Equalizer. Well, we just got out of the range and got a chance to shoot this gun. And you heard our comments in the range about how we felt, because it's not the best trigger in the world.
No.
It's not the smallest gun in the world or the biggest gun in the world.
Nope.
But I think Smith & Wesson got it right, meaning size is just right.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like the Three Bears or
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks,
yeah.
right? Yeah, this one's too soft, this one's too, but this one here is right in the middle. It fits most hands. Mm-hmm. And they have the cuts for the RMR. The slide has been cut. They have the great rear sight if you don't want to change them out. And it shoots well.
Yeah. Even with the trigger not being that, it's still, and I'm sorry for saying this, a sexy gun.
It is.
It feels good in the hand.
Yeah.
If I had to trust this gun for myself or my wife's defense, I know 100% that it's gonna work.
Exactly.
And she's gonna feel comfortable. I felt comfortable shooting it.
Well, she's a very nice lady, and I don't know how you found her.
Oh, no, I got lucky.
Thank you for watching King's Gun Center TV. Smash that subscribe button down there if you want to see more content from us. And don't forget that Anthony Miranda has the Arms Scholar if you want to learn more about how gun laws are impacting you in the state of California. Link is below. Thank you for watching King's Gun Center TV. Jason, Todd, we're out. Have a great day.